Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Flava House Network's Casey's Weekend Eats. Hey there, my sister. How are you? And Vovo to Love, how are you? How was your week? Well, let me tell you, I am so ready for fall. But then I'm not because of the ragweed. But hey, you just put a mask on. But I love fall. I love fall colors. And in celebration of that, as you see, my colors. I see your true color. Let me not regress. Anywho, how's everybody doing? I am Casey, your host of this here show, if you don't know me. And for those of you that do, I am glad to see you. We're going to have a fun-filled. I sound like we're going to a music park. Okay, this is going to be some good eating today because I'm feeling soupy. I want to do some creamy chicken and rice soup. It's going to be easy. It ain't going to be a hassle. You're going to want to eat it. You're going to want to make it. Trust me, okay? And I was thinking to myself, because listen, in my family, this is what you tell the kids when you don't want to drink coffee, that is going to stunt their growth. So if they if they drink your coffee, then they're not going to grow. It ain't work. Well, it may have. See, beautiful sister didn't listen because she's a Lilliputian. Okay, so however, are you ever too young to drink coffee? So we're going to be talking about, people's opinions and stuff about when the kids start drinking coffee, different cultures, things like that. So it's going to be really cool. I found some good information. And this is week 2 of Cook at Home Challenge. Did any of you do it? I checked my email. I didn't see nada. So, I did. And I'm going to tell you how much I saved. Oh, yeah. And of course, my home cooking story time, because there's always so much more to tell you about me, and my family. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take me a little sip of my coffee. Let's see if beautiful assistant did her thing. Delicious. And I won't talk I Love Lucy this week. Anyway, I put that on there. So I'm going to show you guys what the ingredients are for this little soup that I just came up in my head, okay, in my mind, okay, and then we're going to get to it. What we got here? So beautiful assistant is going to bring the ingredients over, and it's not a lot of stuff. And like I said, you can tweak it like you want it. You know what I'm saying? You can put more or less. I'm not doing a whole lot because I just don't want to. I want to have something that's smooth and satisfying and just kind of just goes down without a whole lot of effort. So at first what I was going to do, I was going to get a whole chicken and stew it down and blah, blah, blah. But then I said, then I got to deal with the bones. And I ain't trying to do all that. So I got some chicken breasts that were on sale, which are this right here. And I think, what did I pay for these? Because it was 2 packs, right?
It was 1 pack.
It was 1 pack. So I think it was
3 big breasts in it.
Yeah, there were 3 giant breasts. So it's probably about 3 pounds. It was about 3 pounds of chicken breast that we chopped it up, not chopped, but cubed it up into little cubes. Let me see. You're about that size right there for soup. Now, you can do 1 or 2 things. You don't have to have fresh meat. If you got some chicken hanging around, leftover, whatever, you can shred it up and put it in there, and that'd be even faster. However, that chicken right there, if I'm correct, was $1.19 a pound. It was on sale. So 3 pounds, do your math. That's a good buy. Okay. Then, of course, I have my instant rice, which that is $1.79 a box. I get maybe,
Well, that's like about 2 boxes.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying it's $1.79 a box. This is 2 boxes here. So I get the instant jasmine rice, and I'm trying to think the brand Success. That's what it is. I think it's Success.
It's in there.
So whenever I'll go wherever the sale is. Bottom line is because it's minute rice. Okay, minute rice. So it was on sale. So that was $1.79 for a box, and usually a box will do me at least 3 dinners, and I guess I got 7 people here. So If you don't have that many, you know, you want to use the
That's
instant
all right.
rice, and you don't have to use the brand name. Use the regular store brand. If store brand is cheaper that week, that's what I get. I'm just telling you. So far we got about $4, $5, $6. Then you know I always have my staples, my basil, my parsley. I have my Italian herbs, and then she has cilantro here, but we're not going to use her today. So we're going to put her back. I don't know, maybe we will use her. Bring her back here. Okay. But like I said, you can use the herbs of your choice. I always get these herbs here because they stay fresh for about 4 weeks. They really are fresh herbs. They have a little bit, I guess, of preserving in them to keep them fresh that long.
They're slightly dehydrated.
Yeah, they're slightly dehydrated, beautiful assistant says. But they actually are so soft, so fresh. If you look, do you see that? So they're on the bomb, and I keep these. I have to buy them more than a month because I cook a lot with herbs. So I have these herbs here. I also have a little bit of sazon, and this is no sodium, no salt, no anything. And I haven't put it in my sprinkler because I won't need it for that. I can just dump it right into my soup stock. I have some fresh rosemary. I have some fresh thyme. I have some dried celery flakes. And I've explained, if you haven't been with me before, I like to use the dried celery flakes because the fragrance, something about the way they dry them, it enhances the flavor and it takes celery to a whole different dynamic. I haven't used regular celery in like forever, you know, at least a good year. I haven't used it since I found these and it can be any brand, but you want to get celery flakes, not seeds, not sauce. Okay, salt. You don't want celery sauce either. I have a little bit of olive oil that I'll be working with. And of course, I have my minced garlic. I like to get the squeezable because I've never been a big garlic fan because it's always been very overpowering for me. I would use garlic powder, so it wasn't as strong and pungent. But since I got this is a game changer. I do use that. Okay, I have a couple of cans of this cream of chicken with herbs soup. Okay. And that will be used. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do 1 or 2. It depends. I also am going to be using some heavy whipping cream, which is in the fridge. I don't want to take that out because you don't want to have it sit now. Then I have my black pepper. I'm going to use my grinder today because I just want that robustness. Of course, you can take that. I have some all-purpose seasoning, my Casey's Blessing. You can use whatever all-purpose seasoning you like at your local grocery store. This is not on the market yet. Child, I'm working on it. You know, these things are a process. It really is. Okay, but when it comes, trust and believe, you're going to love it. I'm going to hit it with a jalapeno, but it's not going to be really, really hot because I take the seeds out. And then I have a red pepper. It's okay. This is supposed to be, it's a red pepper that didn't all the way get red. But trust me, it has the same dynamics. Okay, it's cute, isn't it?
Cool.
It's
like a fiery pepper.
Yeah, there you go. Whatever it is. Well, that's what the store gave me. Yeah. And I have some chicken broth, low sodium. Of course, a little bit of Splenda will do ya, and that'll be a little. And finally, I have a lovely white onion. So for this particular soup, I'm making enough, you know, so we can have some, hopefully later. But in this house, you never know. But we do about a half of that onion, a half of the red pepper. We do the whole jalapeno, and my beautiful assistant puts it in my little machine that I showed you guys and just cut it up. So I'm going to get over here. I am going to, this is the machine. If anyone doesn't remember it, it's so great. So you take it, you put your veggies in, and you pull, and you pull, and you pull. And I think my husband got it off of Amazon. I keep forgetting to look because he is the the person that buys all of the gadgets. Okay, I'll just use a knife. But this has been very helpful, and thank you, husband. All right, so what I want to do is I am going to get my chicken all seasoned up so we can put, beautiful assistant is moving my table over here. I'm going to get the chicken seasoned up because I'm going to do a little bit of seasoning to the chicken because I do layers. We know I'm the layer child, so got to do it. And I'm going to drink a little bit more coffee. I'm going to get over here and I am going to season up this chicken.
2 or 1 layers.
2-in-1 layer swirl. Oh yeah, of course, always.
Okay.
She's talking about the camera. Okay, so let me get this over here. Let me move myself out the way. And I will lift you up where you belong, where eagles fly. And I'm I forgot I was plugged in. That almost, listen, I'm trying to be all smooth and stuff and not make you shake. I forgot this thing was plugged in. I was about to disconnect this live. Oh my goodness. Let's get it over. Oh, you got to bring the table over. There you go. All right, so let's get that right there. Oh, beautiful. If you don't notice, I'm not gonna say. You know, they say I tell too much information. They say I can't help it because y'all my friends. They say that I tell y'all too much of my business. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So, if you notice, I don't know why this thing is lopsided. It looks lopsided. No, this looks. I don't know. Anyway, y'all notice when she moved the table right, you didn't hear any noise. Do you know? I'm okay. I'm gonna not tell the secret. Okay. Gee, man, I can't tell my friends nothing. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's no noise moving table. I'm gonna take these bracelets off so my hands don't get dirty. I mean the bracelets don't get dirty. I'm gonna get some foil and then I'm gonna season up this chicken. Let me just push this back just a teeny tad. I don't want to push it off the side of the table. That would not be good, would it? No. All right, so let me get some foil. You know what? No, I'm not doing that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it the easy, clean way. This lesson today, class, is going to be in efficiency and quickness. How about that? Y'all won't believe that, do you? Anyway, let me get this thing. Matter of fact, I probably can use the same one. I can save this because it's not going to be a whole lot of seasoning. Oh, and we didn't tell you about, now what do we always use on this show? Butter. Makes things all better. How could you forget her?
I don't know.
You know, she's in the, I heard her in the refrigerator saying, what about me? What about me?
No.
Can you believe that? I'm coming, Butter. One moment.
I'm coming, Butter. I'll save you.
Yes, I'm going to save you, Butter. Butter makes things all better. You know what you can do? I got all these little pieces of butter here. Okay, so this is great because you can use this for, is this all the butter we got?
Where?
Is this all the butter we have?
No. There's one in the freezer.
Okay, yeah, because that needs to come out. So, what I need for you to do, beautiful assistant, is if you can melt this up because we're gonna make us some little knots to go with our sauce. Okay, but I'm gonna put some rosemary in it too.
Okay.
Where's the herb butter?
Hold on.
Okay, anyway, you handle that. Okay, I'm gonna handle this. She can handle that. She can handle that, and I can handle this. And she can handle that, and I can handle this. So, and listen. We'll be around here. Yeah, I'm corny. You don't like it? I'm sorry. Too bad. All right, so I'm going to take this bag with the chicken, right? And I'm going to put what seasonings I want to put. A little bit of seasonings on here, not a lot. Okay, and I'll just kind of bend it. And so the first thing I'm going to start with, and I will tell you guys, you know chicken breast can get dry. So I did a dry brine. We put some 8-ounce meat tenderizer, and I'll show you it. And it's been sitting for, about 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. You can sit it overnight if you want, but it's not necessary. So I have the 8-ounce meat tenderizer, and I put it on here, and this works as a brine. It holds in the moisture. So when you cook this up, it's tender, it's juicy, it's not dry. Yeah, okay. So let me put this here, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my all-purpose seasoning, and this does not contain any salt, so I'm going to let it rain. Now, you know, look at the back, read. Look at the back of your all-purpose seasoning. If it doesn't have salt, then make it rain. If it has salt and you're salt sensitive, you know you got to go a little easy on it. Okay, that's why I'm easy. I'm in a singing mood today, y'all, so y'all going to have to hear me. Okay, so I got, and I think I'm going to put just a teeny tiny more. I don't want to put a whole lot Plus, like I said, I'm going to be seasoning our stock, our soup itself. So I have the Casey's Blessing. I'm going to put a little bit of this pepper on here. This ground pepper. And like I said, I go light on this because this stuff can make things pretty spicy. It really can. So you go light on that one for me because I don't want it too spicy. And then I'm going to take 1 packet of my Sazon. Okay, and like I said, this is no salt, period. All flavor, no salt, no MSG. So for those of you who are concerned about those things and the fact that I season. Well, see, I can do these things because guess what? I find products that don't have all kinds of stuff up in it. And then I can do my thing. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to do your thing too, because there is no wrong way to cook a meal, okay, in my opinion, or to season a meal. You season according to what you like, okay? However, the crime is not seasoning at all. That's for me. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to massage in these little seasonings on this chicken. And that's what I was telling you, how easy this is, because you don't have to get your hands dirty. You know, I got a little bit of seasoning on my table. But besides that, you don't have to get your hands dirty. And you can go and do your thing. So I'm going to do it just like that. And just kind of get it, you know, kind of kiss all the meat with the seasoning. Because like I said, we're not tripping on this. I like to layer, but you know what? You can just lightly sear it. I don't even want to sear it. Just kind of turn it opaque, okay? Without seasoning, if you don't like things seasoned. I can't even fathom that. So you just make sure that I have equal distribution as I can get by massaging this in. And my chicken is going, ooh, I've been missing this. Yeah, I know. They like, it loves the massage. So let's see. I see my thing moving. So, hey, Jerome, good morning. How are you? And my husband with his loving hands in there. See, he's trying to woo me because he can't wait for this soup. He said, I'm not going to eat anything. I'm going to wait for all of the good food. I said, okay, you do your thing, man. So he's going to wait for the good food. So now that I have everything here. Oh, so Teresa wants to know, when the commercials come on, does she miss anything? You don't miss anything. They start you right back. And I'm going to tell you like this. When the commercials come on, depending on the device that you're using, it comes back at the same point. It may come back at a different time for you. Like say if Teresa's watching on her phone, Volvo the Love is watching on the television, it's going to bring you back to where you were. I don't know how they do it, but they do, because I watch it on all the different mediums. So yeah, you haven't missed anything. Nothing at all. And you may learn something, because I watch my own commercials. I really do. Some of this stuff is pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna go over here, and this is my new skillet, my favorite skillet now. I'm gonna take this skillet. I'm gonna spray it with some cooking spray because yeah, that's it wet.
Well, because I microwaved it.
Okay, yeah, that's a little wet.
Yeah,
okay. All right, so I sprayed it a little bit, y'all, because although it's big and lovely, it's not as expensive as the non-stick ones. This is supposed to be non-stick. I don't trust it, so I'm spraying it. Okay, so I'm going to put about 2 tablespoonfuls of olive oil here. And I've always told you guys, I don't really fry with this on high heat because this will burn. So you can saute things in this quickly. You do not want to fry like you fry some chicken in this, because you will burn a biscuit. Okay, so let me turn this on. And I think I'm going to heat it low. I'm going to put it on like a medium low. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to let it heat just a little bit. Let this heat just a little bit. And then I will put the olive oil in. While I'm doing that, I'm going to get my rice to going. So the best way to cook instant rice, in my opinion, so it doesn't taste like it's instant, it's fluffy, it's lovely tasting, it's all that yummy. So I'm going to do 2 cups of this rice. Hello, good morning, Miss Huckabee. How are you? I'm going to do 2 cups, maybe 2.5 cups of this rice because I wanted to have a good equilibrium of rice and chicken. Yes, I do. So let's see what we got. So usually what I do, I'll get, my cup here. I'll take some foil. And you're like, what is she going to do with foil? Well, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with foil. See, this is just me because I'm always trying not to make a mess, okay? Because I don't want to have to clean it. So I take my foil, I put it down. I'm going to do, if I do 2 cups of rice, I'm going to do 2.5 cups of liquid. I use the chicken broth 9 times out of 10. But if you have water, use water. You can flavor your water or not. It doesn't matter. It depends on what you're using your rice for. Okay, so that's warming up. So I want to get warm enough where it's going to give me a little sizzle. So then I take my rice, which is over here. And I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do for this amount, maybe 2.5 cups of rice. That's what I'm going to do. So I put it on my foil. That way, you'll see what I do. I put it on my foil. This is all about not making a mess for me. And let me just do, I did more than a half. So let me pour some of that back in here. If I can get it off. All right. So now let's try this again. So y'all, my husband gets up this morning and what does he do? He says, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I said, what you trying to do? You trying to buck to be the next Mr. Rogers? I said, okay. My husband's a funny guy. He really is. Okay, so I got the 2.5 cups of rice. Let me get this. My skillet is doing the same thing. Okay, so let me get some olive oil in here. And that and that. So that's about 2.5 tablespoonfuls, not teaspoon, of the olive oil. I'm going to let that heat for a couple of seconds. I got to watch it, though, because I told you that olive oil will burn. It'll burn, baby, burn. Oh, yes, it will. It's not a pretty picture. It really isn't. Trust and believe. So let me get that over here. Got my rice over here. Once I get my meat in, then I'll finish up the rice because the rice can be doing this cooking because this is going to be a process of cooking while you're doing your other stuff. It's not just put the water in there, let it sit. Them is lies. That's why your rice don't taste good when it's instant. I'm about to show you the trick of the century. If I haven't already shown you, because I done made so much rice on here, but I don't know if I really honed in on that. So, okay, that feels right about where I need it to be. And let me prove my point. Let me get a little bit of water. And don't do this at home if you're not good at it. You hear just a little crackle. It's not angry. That's what I want. I want a little crackle. When it's angry, you hear it go shh, like that. So now I'm going to take this meat. I'm going to turn it into my skillet. Just like that. Get it all out. Come on out there with your brothers. Come on. Y'all, you can do it. You can do it. Yes, you can. You can get inside this pan. Okay, so. Y'all just want me to put my hands up in y'all. I'm not doing it. I'll leave you in here. Yes, I will. I'll leave you. You be by here by yourself. All by yourself. Yes, you will. Let me get this in here. Okay, so I successfully got all of the little chicken bites out without touching. No salmonella. Hello, my sister Pam. How are you? All right, so I'm going to flatten this. So let me see if I can bring this a little closer so y'all can see the magic. See the magic happen. Let me get this over here. Let me bring it over. And let me hurry before it turns into something I don't want to turn into. Okay, so I put it here and I'm flattening it out, y'all, in the pan because I just wanted to go from being this nude color to being opaque. That's all I want. I don't want it to get crispy. I don't want it to get brown. I just want it not to be opaque. So once I spread this chicken out, the heat started to go down. So I'm going to bring it up to a 5 because I'm not trying to be here all day. And let's put this over here. This is what you want it to look like right here. You see, flat. So let's go back over here because you know my stove will go off when you remove the pan. And it's going to cook. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get over here. Did I turn it off? No, I didn't. I turned some off. Let me move this thing because you know what? This is quite sensitive. If you rub against it, it starts doing its own mechanisms. And I'm not trying for it to do anything that I want it to not to do. Okay. So that's sizzling. I'm going to get my pot here. I love this pot for cooking rice. I love it because it seals very well, but it has a little hole here to let a little bit of air escape. So have you ever gotten that top that you put it on and then it starts bubbling over the side for some reason? It needs to get a little air escape. So I'm going to take my cup. I'm going to use my chicken broth, and I did 2.5 cups of the rice. So that stands to reason I'm going to use a little bit more because this is going to help with the fluffy. It is, trust me. So I'm going to do 3 cups of liquid. And like I said, you do not have to use chicken broth, but it does enhance the flavor. I made some, what did I was that, turmeric rice or turmeric saffron rice the other day. Ooh, baby, it by itself. You know, when rice can stand alone by itself, it's so flavorful that that's all you want to eat, then you done the thing. So this little thing gives me about, I hope I got some more chicken broth.
Oh, yeah, I like one.
Okay, so because I'm sitting here using this all for the rice. Okay, so that's 3, and I'm going to just put an extra little nibbit in here. Okay, just like that. So that's that. Let me get this back over here. And then what I'm going to do, and I know y'all like, gosh, you can't never leave stuff alone. You just got to always put, yeah, I do. I sure do. And I'm going to do it. Okay. So now I'm going to season up this water. I told you I do everything in layers. So when you taste my food, everything has its own identity. I don't want anybody to get lost in the sauce. I want it to be just like the color purple. It want to be seen. Okay. That's how that works. So I put some of my all-purpose seasoning in here. I'm going to take a little bit of this minced garlic, drop it in the water. I am going to, what else I'm going to do? What am I going to, yes, I'm going to do. So, and what I'm also going to do is I am going to put just a tad bit of some herbs in here. So I'm going to just grab the cilantro because I can. And I'm going to put a little bit of cilantro in there. That's going to be that. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to get a spoon, a plastic one, because I'm going to throw it away. Let me check this. See, this is doing just what I wanted to do. So now at this point, I'm going to start turning this around, flipping this around. Because as I said, I just want it to get opaque. I do not want it to look nude and kind of translucent. So I'm going to take it up to 5 because it seems to be going slow. All right, so let me get a spoon. Or I'll get one of these plastic knives. You know, when you get these plastic utensils, they always give you 155 knives and others. It's not an equilibrium. I don't understand it. Anyway, so I'm stirring this in, stirring it all up, making sure that my garlic is separated in the water. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to put a little bit of butter on here. Did you use all that other butter? You did?
Those 2 little packs, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to put a pat of butter in here. Matter of fact, no, I'm not, because I'm going to use enough butter in the actual soup. So I'll take that back. I'm not doing butter. So I have my 3 cups and a little bit, 3.14 cup of liquid that I seasoned up. I'm going to sit it on the back of my burner. I'm going to bring it to a boil, a rapid boil. And that won't take long in this pot. So I'll put it on like an 8. I'll bring it to a rapid boil. Okay, let me check the meat because it's time to flip. Okay. Just like that. All righty. So, and see, at this heat level right here, it's not that hot. So it's starting to get some nice little nibbits at the bottom, some nice juices, and I think I can take it up again. because this is really not cooking fast. I'm just trying to avoid the olive oil burning. But at this point, you have the juices from the chicken, so you have a little safeguard. Let me get a sip. So like I was telling you guys, I was up last night, looking for coffee information. And so I thought about it. what my family, somebody told me, that was probably my mother or whatever, trying to keep me from drinking her coffee. You can't have coffee because you're gonna be short. Okay, I am 5 feet tall. I'm probably gonna be 5 feet tall anyway. I did sip the coffee. Yes, I did. So I don't know. I'll always wonder about that. Maybe I was meant to be 6 feet and I drank coffee too young. Go figure. But we might as well talk about this while I'm standing over here. Let me get my notes here because it's very interesting. So the question I asked are you ever too young to drink coffee? So cultural and generational norms. That's what I'm talking about, the cultural thing. And I think other people I've heard other people say their parents told them that thing too. But anyway, so in some cultures, kids sip coffee at the table early on. It's more tradition than it being taboo. Because we make it like, we make it act like it's alcohol. That's how my family, but then you go, let me sip, let me sneak a sip. One moment, let me turn over here. Okay, see the fire is getting a little bit more rapid. And I can turn it some more because like I said, I don't want to deal with this meat until it gets opaque. All of it gets opaque. It smells good though. Okay. All right, so so they say in the United States, many parents will wait until the kids are in their late teens, I guess, so they can go to Starbucks with them. Okay. While some may even let middle schoolers sneak a little in. Okay. Yeah, because I don't know, you got them kids bouncing all over the place. Generational shifts. Boomers, like baby boomers, were like where I am. Okay, saw coffee as an adult. See what I tell you? As an adult drink. So that was for grown-ups. And so it was really like, you were doing something if you got a sip of coffee. But Gen Zers see it as an everyday lifestyle accessory, like going to Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, the TikTok challenges and stuff like that. It's an aesthetic. So the health and science behind it is this. Caffeine can affect sleep cycles, focus, and even bone development in kids. So in reality, you shouldn't be giving your kids cups of coffee because maybe my mother and them were not wrong. They said bone development. Can stunt your growth. Wow. So, my mother was right. I told you she was progressive. She was right. Yes, and I've been telling my kids that, and I didn't make anything because when I told you steal my coffee, I didn't give it to you. Okay, wow. That's probably why my boys are so tall, because they never had coffee. My girls, however, are short. Yeah. See, that's what you get. Okay. This is proven science. Isn't this something? When I tell y'all, okay, start the ball over here. When I tell y'all that when I research this coffee stuff, how interesting it becomes. It's just like, wow, just this little cup becomes a whole world, a whole plethora of information. You can't believe it. Wow. Okay, let me get this over here. My water is trying to do a little boiling. I have to watch it because it'll go from a little to a lot. But anyway, say the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends no caffeine for kids under 12 and limited intake for teens. So all these parents that are giving 18 Starbucks cards to go and get Frappy Happy-tino.
Okay, hold on, wait. So is the caffeine in coffee different than the caffeine in like a soda?
No, it's any caffeine, but we're talking about coffee right now. So caffeine in general. Don't get it twisted, coffee lovers. Okay, it's caffeine in general. Hey, Jerome. So it seems the topic of coffee has brought you down to. Oh, listen, sir, it's not down a rabbit hole. This is good information. And maybe if you had not drank coffee when you were so young, you'd be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. How about that? Anyway, so. Oh, my goodness. So let me get this going. Uh-oh. Rapid boil, rapid boil, rapid boil. Now's the time. I'm going to move this out the way. Now, rapid boil. Okay, I can't take it off, but rapid boil is like it's really angry. So this is why I have my rice inside of the foil. Now I take it like a funnel, and it just slides right on in there, just like that. I lost one little piece. I'm going to get another little plastic knife, and I'm going to stir it in. So at this point, you want to stir it, get all the rice submerged, and you want to take your top, and you put your top on, right? And you tint it. I call it a tint, or tilt, because you leave a little space open. I want to bring it up to a rapid boil just one more time. Then I'm going to turn it all the way down and just let it simmer while I cook. Okay, let me stir this, because this is just about ready for me to do what I need to do. Like I said, I'm not trying to cook it all the way, because it has to cook some more in the soup itself. Okay, and I'm going to break up some of this, make it a little bit smaller.
I didn't know how small.
I know, I didn't want it real small. Right. See, now this is rapidly boiling, so now I'm going to hit that top, cover it up. I'm going to take my heat down all the way to low.
And also, my family, I see quite a few faces in the chat, but I only see 5 likes. Let's put some likes on there for us, guys.
Yes, like. All right, so I'm back over here with this chicken. But anyway, I put my rice all the way down to the lowest level. So that would be simmer for some of you guys. For you gas stove lovers, teeny, weeny. Yeah. Okay, so let me stir. I'm going to break this up a little bit more, just like that, so I can have more meat in every bite, because that's what I want, every single bite of this lovely, lovely, yummy soup to be filled with everything. Okay, so I'm just kind of, and this lets me, it's almost done because it's coming apart. And this is how tender it is, that I'm able to take this wooden spatula and cut it in half. That's how tender this meat is. So can't get no better than that. All right, so now I have that. So I'm going to make a well or a hole or an opening in the middle here. In the middle. And guess what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to take that and I'm going to get my garlic and I'm going to put it in there, some garlic. In the middle. Okay, that's open. Good. I'm going to take a tablespoon of garlic and just sit it in the middle there. Okay. I am going to take these vegetables. This is the onion, the bell pepper, and the jalapeno. And I'm going to put it in the middle too. Just like that. Get it all out. Okay, get that back in there. Okay. I can never get this thing back on. That's why I have a beautiful assistant do it. And clean that up. Clean this up. Get that out the way. Get this little mess off of here. And after I throw this in the garbage, then what I'm going to do is come back over here and I'm going to start incorporating these vegetables that are in the middle into my chicken, because I'm getting a beautiful little fragrant juice stocky thing going on here. Okay?
You know what? So the juices that come off the chicken, if there's enough of it, we use in place of chicken broth.
Well, it's not going to be that much. If I would tell you this, if you were to stew a whole chicken, yes, you can use the broth from your chicken to make your soup. You sure could, if you put enough liquid in there. With this chicken breast, it's not going to make that much. It's only making broth now because I did that brine, and it held in the moisture, but it's not enough to carry a whole soup. Right. But it will help flavor it.
I'm saying in general when you make chicken.
Yeah, if you make chicken with skin and chicken parts that have more fat content to them, yeah, definitely, because that's what they make stock out of. You make your own stock.
And actually, I have one more question. Do you feel like the bone helps it produce more liquid too, or maybe not?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't really think. Well, people do make stock out of bones, so I'm sure there's nutrients in it. Now, the difference in the taste maybe a little difference, because I think that the meat and the skin and stuff like that do add to the flavor and somehow, but the bone broth itself is higher in protein and nutrients.
Right.
So I say like this: if you want to get it all, just put the whole chicken in there with the bone.
Toss it in there.
That's my opinion. Okay, but back to the science. So they say that no caffeine for kids under 12 and limited intake for teens. Okay, energy drinks with more caffeine than coffee are often considered more dangerous, yet they're widely consumed by teens because nobody thinks that it hurts. But like as beautiful sister was saying, we're not just talking coffee. Okay, we are talking caffeine in general is not good. It's not good for their sleeping. It's not good for their growth. You gotta realize their little bodies are growing. Once they get old and decrepit like me, hey, do what you want. I'm joking. But you know what? You can do certain things that you don't want to do when you are young and growing. Okay, so the parental perspective on coffee is as it's like a rite of passage. When you get coffee, like coffee age, and hey, you're like a grown up. You're one of the group. Okay, you're not grown until you have handled your own cup of coffee. Okay, concerns about stunting growth. I tell you, they will read my mind. Concerns about stunting growth, myths versus fact. It says coffee does not actually stunt the growth, but overuse can cause jitters, anxiety, and poor sleep. Okay, some parents allow decaf as a safe starter for younger kids. Why do we have to insist that they start drinking? My mother didn't insist I drank coffee. I just kind of liked it, and I can bond with some water, some tea, with some Kool-Aid, some sugar-free drink. I really can. Okay, so lifestyle and social influence. Coffee shops are social clubs. Okay, kids, teens want to join in, so many order frappes. What I tell you, frappy pappies, or coffee drinks that are mostly sugar. Now you got sugar on top of caffeine. Okay, let me check this. Okay, it's good until it ain't. Okay, everything's good until it ain't. So yeah, what you talking about is good. Okay, that's not good. You're not setting a good example, beautiful assistant. Okay, it's good. Yeah, eat fried chicken the morning, noon, night is good too. Tell that to your cholesterol. I mean, come on, listen, but it's still fried. Okay, so it says here, peer pressure and social media influence like TikTok, coffee recipes, Starbucks, secret menu, drive younger coffee curiosity. Okay, because it's just like back in the day, smoking was all the rage. So you get to be a teenager. A lot of people puff up because I feel sophisticated. I'm grown up. I have, what do you call it? What's that? I can't think of the thing. The lung disease that they have. No, not that. It's whatever. It's some kind of lung disease that people have a lot of times. Emphysema, things like that. Now I have all this. Nobody told you that the sophistication was going to bring you here. Yeah, exactly. So a COPD, that's it. Okay, so they're saying here peer pressure, like I said, is a thing, and it really is. Okay, so everybody want to gather at Starbucks, these little children. Okay.
Jerome said candy cigarettes were the
introduction. You're right. You're right. You are right. They had some candy cigarettes, but they had real man. When me and Jerome were little, they had these things that came in a box. They were kind of hard candy. I don't know what they put on them, but you would blow it, and it would have like the smoke that comes out.
It was powdered sugar.
I don't know what it was.
I remember they had it was like pink. Right?
Yes, and my goodness, and you're absolutely right. And you just thought that you were so grown. You just really did around here, setting yourself up. Oh my goodness, only you, Jerome. Okay, so you compare it to the other grown-up things kids want to try early, like makeup, dating, and driving. So it's like, I want to put my makeup on. I want to drive. I want to do this so I can feel, man, let me tell you something. If we only knew that once you're a grown-up, it's forever, and it doesn't go away. And all of those free life and free times and not having to worry about stuff.
And all those times when you didn't have it.
Exactly. And you sitting here rushing it. Do you realize you got 18 years technically to be free. And you got maybe from 18 from the rest of your life, whatever that is, to be in the shackle of adulthood. Okay, tell me what's so great. If I could turn back the hands of time and know what I know now, trust and believe.
There's a whole song about that.
Yeah. If I knew back then what I know now. Yeah. Okay, so this is about ready. My vegetables are just where I need them to be. So I wanted them to kind of give a fragrance to the meat. So I'm going to take these vegetables.
Cher's song, If I Could Turn Back Time. That was wrong.
If I could turn back time. That's not my favorite from Cher. Okay, that's not my favorite from Cher. What's that song?
You talking about that Cherokee song?
Yeah. Half-breed. That's all I ever heard. Half-breed. How I learned to hate the word. Half-breed. She's so good they won. Both sides were against me since the day I was born. That's my favorite Cher song.
That's not my favorite song.
Well, it's not yours, but it's mine.
I mean,
Okay.
It's a good song.
So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to spray this pot here because I'm going to get this meat in the pot. We're going to start building the soup. Yes, okay, cooking spray because you know I got to do that. So let me get this in here. I know it's non-stick, but you know what? Let me tell you something. 3 years from now, y'all going to see this pot is going to look just as beautiful as long as I keep treating it like I care. Okay, I'm just saying. So this thing is heavy. So let me just kind of pour this over in here. Just like that. And scrape the rest out of my pan into here. Okay, so that's the first step.
Jerome said that was a great one, especially when she did it on her show, walking around like.
They dressed up like a indigenous person. Yes.
With the long Indian hairdo.
Yeah, I love that song. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in this pan, so it'll be easy to clean. And let me get a little sip of my coffee. Mine's my growth stunter. Let me get a bit of my growth stunter here.
I guess the ship has sailed already.
The ship is gone. The ship is gone. So the debate is this. Is coffee just a harmless family ritual or a legit risk for kids? I'm asking y'all a question. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. For those of you out there who can't leave a comment, you can go hurry on over to Hardee's. No, you can hurry on down to your phone, to your tablet, to your laptop. You can put it in there. Or I'm going to leave my email address in this live like I did last week. And hey, hit me up. Tell me what you think. Your opinion matters. It really does. Okay, so parents set hard rules on caffeine or let the kids learn the balance on their own. So if they sitting up there like that all night, they learn that they don't want to be that way. I don't know. Okay, would you give your 10-year-old coffee if they ask or make them wait until high school? I don't know. Would you? Maybe.
I would wait.
I don't know. In this here house, they ain't getting no coffee because I got Lilliputians. I want some tall people. So I don't care what they say. I believe it. I believe for every drop of rain that falls. They could have been grown. They could have been bigger. They snuck my coffee.
Good. I like mine.
You don't have a choice. Okay, I'm gonna bring this over here now. And I'm going to turn this. I'm not going to turn it on yet. I'm going to get the rest of my ingredients in. So I need to get some more chicken broth. So bear with me. I think it's under the fridge. Nope, it ain't.
I'm about to say it.
Beef broth. Okay, so beautiful assistant will get some. Beautiful assistant will get some more chicken broth so we can get that in there. But meanwhile, I'll put my herbs in. So I'm going to get my herbs. And let me just pull them over. All my little herbs. So I have my rosemary, which I'm going to stick a whole sprig in there, and I'm going to pick it out. And I have my chopped Italian seasoning. I have my chopped basil. Parsley will be later. Okay. I have some fresh thyme. and like I said, the rosemary. So I will just kind of put those in there, big little bunches, so they can season it, but they're going to be extracted. And like I said, this is pretty simple. But the first thing I'm going to do before I do anything else, you know how I feel about butter. Butter has to be inside of everything. So I'm gonna put the butter in here, a whole heaping stick of it. You can use whatever you want. You cannot use it, but I'm telling you.
Butter's universal. You can put it in salty, sweet, savory.
And I use unsalted butter. I use everything unsalted if I can, because I do a lot of layers. So I'm gonna stick this stick of butter in here.
I mean, even if you're not a person that's concerned about salt, it gives you the opportunity to salt to taste versus
Right.
it being preset for you.
Yeah, that's true, because you can't take it away once you got it. That's the darn sure. Okay. So I put the stick of butter in there. I'm going to turn my heat on so I can get the butter starting to melt. So I'll probably take this to take it down to about 5 and let it start melting, because there's not a whole lot of liquid in here. Just a little bit of liquid. Not a lot. A little dab will do you. Yes, it will. So let me get back over here and find the top. Find the bottle to the top. And then I will start pulling apart my little seasoning. So you see, rosemary comes like this. It's like, yeah. Okay, so it's on a vine, on a stick. It's on a stick. It is spice on a stick. So I'm going to stick the stick inside there and make sure that it doesn't come apart, because the thing about rosemary is it's very prickly. So it doesn't cook down soft when it's like this size, unless you crumble it up and crush it up like I could have done it in this thing. But hey, we ain't got to do that, because I'm taking it out. I'm just using it to flavor my soup. And I'm going to take out, and the way this thyme works is this. The thyme comes in like a tangled web that we weave, So I'm going to take this big old entanglement, and I'm going to take, it's an entanglement, y'all. It's an entanglement. It's going to go on one of these YouTube stations and talk about its entanglements over the years, okay? So look out for thyme and rosemary, and they'll tell you the story, okay, of their entanglements over the years. Not so much, rosemary's been kind of straight and narrow, but thyme all twisted up in the game, for real. So thyme gonna have, I know I'm not gonna tell you a story. It's okay. It's all right. So let me take a little swig of the short juice.
The short juice.
I'm gonna add this in too, y'all. So now this is starting to melt and make a little noise. Huh?
I said thyme and rosemary are going to be on the next episode of Herbs.
Yes, thyme. Yeah, of herb what?
Herbs Uncut.
Okay, she said thyme and rosemary, y'all. Oh, she over here making funny. She said thyme and rosemary going to be on the next episode of Herbs Uncut. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah. Oh boy, we have something in our coffee today. All right, so this is melting, just like the Wicked Witch of the West in the Wizard of Oz. I'm melting, but they use water. I use butter. See, I got the rich melt. Okay, so as that's melting, I'm going to take a tablespoonful of the dried celery flakes, which is approximately, let's see, about this much in my here hand. Okay, can you see?
Yep.
Okay, so do you know? Tom said it's trying to come up here. Jerome Neal.
Jerome, what did he do?
He gave me $10. Your investment for the web. Oh, I hint. Beautiful assistant. She said she's gonna get it up this week. But Jerome, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Okay, so y'all, I'm taking this handful of the celery flakes, putting it in there. This butter is almost melted. I'm going to get my Italian herbs and my basil. Now you say, okay, Italian herbs has basil. Yes, it does. But when you when you combine these herbs, they're not going to put as much concentration of basil in it. So I love this basil. I love the way it smells. I love the taste of it. So I do a little extra. So I'm going to do a pinch, and that is between my forefinger and my thumb, going in here, going in the deep dive. And I'm going to do the same thing with my Italian herbs. Going in the deep dive, just like that. And a little bit more. Okay. So a pinch and an inch. How about that? A pinch and an inch. Okay. Do that. And let's see. I'm going to do some more garlic. So I'm going to do another tablespoonful of garlic. This is going to be good. Okay. Tablespoonful of garlic. I am going to take my cracked black pepper. Yes, I am. And I'm going to crack it over it. I'm going to crack it good. Okay, so let me do this. And just a little bit, just like that. In here. Okay. And then I'm going to hit it with my Casey's Blessing, because you know I can. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to stir it all up. Because when I tell you something savory over here in this piece, something savory over here in this piece, it's all nice and thick and buttery and good. Yeah. Ooh, I know, like, this is a crazy woman. You know what? I am. I really am crazy for feeling. All right. So let me get my cans of this cream of herb. Okay, but the first thing I'm going to do before I do that, I'm going to get some chicken broth in here. Now, the amount of cream of herb and heavy whipping cream is going to be determined by how loose this is when I finish putting my stock in here, because I want to make a decent amount of soup. I already have a feeling. I have a decent amount of rice. So I already know I don't want the rice I want it to be creamy, but I don't want the rice to suck up all the fluid. So I'm going to give a decent amount of fluid because I can always cook it down and thicken it up. See, so that's important. So let me start with what's left in here, which is probably about a half a cup. And I probably will use 3 to 4 cups of this chicken broth. I'm just using the rest that's in here. This is about 3 cups here. Yeah, that's what it says, about 3 cups. So let me I'm going to fill this up until it's about half of this. No, I say about 3/4 of this stock pot. Because I want to be able to have some of this another day.
It's nice when it's nice.
Yeah, when it get the second, third child, let me tell you, when it gets to be the second or third day of this stuff right here, honey, and you feeling tired, when you're down and troubled, and you need some love and care, 3 days, eat this soup and you'll see. Close your eyes and you think of me, because I told you to make this soup 3 days ago, and you be feeling good. Okay, so I'm just using what's left of my stuff, but know that this is going to be 3/4 full. Keep it going. And now I can open up the new one, because I'm almost there. I thought I had. Did I use all of them? Wait a minute. We got more? I need a whole one. I need another whole. This thing is big. I want to make a lot of soup because I already know. Some days that's all I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? And I know every time I cook something up in here, it ain't nothing here the next day. Oh, boy, I had to sneeze, y'all. That pepper. That's the one thing about that black pepper, that ground black pepper.
It's our last one.
Very irritating to me. Okay, yeah, because I'm gonna need that. Okay. All right, she's laughing. But see, we got a lot of chicken. Yeah, we had a lot of chicken broth. Okay. And this is what I'm saying. To try to have the stock come off of a chicken breast, it'd be way, way too much work for the chicken breast. You need a whole chicken. Okay, so
you need 50 chicken breasts for that.
Bring that back up. And you know, y'all, I'm going to season this stock here. Also, this has nothing. Okay, so. All right, so I use this whole thing. So altogether, altogether for this big pot, but you're not going to do I used about 7 cups of chicken broth. Okay, I'm just being real. I ain't going to even lie, y'all. Because I want a lot of soup. I'm feeling soup, you know. So now I'm going to get it with the Casey's. Just a little of that.
You got soup for the army.
Okay, I do not have soup for the army. Well, I guess we the army then.
Yeah.
Okay, because around here, I can't seem to get a second of anything because every time I turn around, I take too long. Okay. When you make something, doesn't necessarily mean you want to eat it all. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll make stuff so I can have it in reserve for when I'm feeling it. That's why you have a freezer. Okay. But I shouldn't have to be in the middle of the ring fighting for that piece of meat. Like where's that place where they have no. Where they have like the dinner and the jousting or whatever that is. I'm putting some cilantro in here, medieval times or whatever. That's how you feel around here with these people. Okay, so and I'm gonna stick some more celery in here. So about another half of teaspoonful of the celery flakes because I want this to be everything. Okay, so now we stir and I want to bring this up, and I may even put some more butter in it, but we'll see after I taste it. See, it's all about the taste and the taste for you. So I'm going to bring this up to a 7, and then I'm going to stick my top on here. I'm going to tint my top so it doesn't boil over because it is going to come to a rapid boil. Okay, once it comes to a rapid boil, then I'll stick my friends in there because I don't want my friends to fall apart. I don't want them to get neurotic. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what I'm talking about. You know how these vegetables and stuff can get all shaky and anxiety, and they have not yet invented anxiety medicine for the veggies. The anxiety medicine is we eat them and they don't have to worry about it. That is what it is. Okay, for real. So we got through the coffee thing. Okay, now I'm gonna get on y'all case. Okay, so you say times is hard. So you say groceries cost a lot of money. So you say you feel like you working just to eat. Well, Casey has given you the remedy. It's going to take a little bit of ingenuity. It's going to take a little bit of effort. But when you do it, all the rewards will be so great. Trust and believe. Now, last week, I put a challenge out there to all of my friends and to anyone who watches this, all 10 of you. So, one meal, just one. I don't care, whatever you choose. What is easiest for you? Just make enough so you can take for lunch the next day. Do that once a week. If you feel froggy, do it more times because we cook about four times this week. And I physically got off my job, and I don't mean little cook, I mean big meal cook. Okay. But I'm not telling you to do that. Try once. And I want you to calculate how much money you save in that day and a half for your dinner and for your lunch at the end of the week. Not eating out. I'm not telling you not to ever eat out again. I am telling you, if you don't want to work for groceries and for food and have some money for something else, a little savings, something. Hey there, my sister. The little sister's here. Recipe Royston. How are you? If you want to say, listen, I don't know anyone in my life that is independently wealthy. Okay. And even if they make a good salary, no one wants to. If you want to just throw your money off the Brooklyn Bridge, Casey will be down there at the bottom with the Cash App. Okay.
Jerome said cooking in bulk is a good thing.
It's a good thing. And I'm not even saying I know we're busy. I am, honey, if I could tell you stories, I will be 63 years old October 25th of this year. Okay. If I get 5 hours of sleep a week, I have a family of 7. Okay. I work a full-time job, no less than about 16 hours a day. Sometimes it's just over and over around the clock. I never go to sleep. When Friday comes, then I'm ready for y'all. And I do this all day long. Okay. And then I start all over again. And then like tomorrow, I will be filming some long form video, and I'm going to try to do the second episode of my coffee show. So I say this to say to you, life's going to be life in always. But you know what? You got to keep moving and motivating and following whatever you need to follow in order to sustain yourself, and not even sustain you. I don't want people just struggling sustaining themselves. I want you to find a way to live your life regardless to what's going on outside of it. Okay? But you are the driver of that train. So I will say again, week 2 of the challenge, my email will be inside this live. One meal. I don't care if it's a ramen soup meal. I don't care what it is. It doesn't have to be difficult. I'm not telling you to live your life like me. I'm saying to you, just be cognizant. Be cognizant of how much you can save in a month. I'm just saying. So I dare you again. Anyway, let me check this.
I dare you.
My rice is doing this thing. And I'm going to turn this up to 8, and that's as high as I'm going to go, because I want this to start to get some movement. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. And I'm just going to be totally honest. I'm about to take that other butter out here because it's looking to me like it's kind of not buttery enough.
Really?
Yes, because I got a lot of liquid in here.
Yeah.
I didn't, and if I had cooked the chicken itself, I would know it would be enough butter, but I don't know what they do with this store-bought stuff. So, I got to hype it up. Like I keep telling y'all, I don't have to taste it. I can see it. I am a culinary chemist. Y'all won't believe me. You better ask somebody. I don't taste this stuff. And it comes out right every time. So let me go over here. I'm going to get my heavy whipping cream out. I am going to get some more butter out. And like I said, I'm going to taste before I put it in, so you guys don't worry. Okay. Well, I'm not going to taste. I'm going to get my beautiful assistant to do that. Okay, when times get hard and beans, what you said, beans, baby, right? Oh, yes. Oh, and honey, beans are delicious. It just depends on what you do with them. You know what I'm saying? My biggest video out of all the videos that I made, not the lives, but the long form videos, is a Great Northern Beans video. That thing has had almost 21,000 views since I put it out there. Okay, the bean video, simplistic, delicious, okay, but simple, cheap. And the bean video, my collard greens short is doing really, really well, and my pork neck bones. That's what people like. So go over there and watch it, because I need it to be 100,000. How about that? But anyway, let's see what's going on over here. This is still slow bopping. Let me drink some more of my short juice. My little sister knows how we used to sneak our mother's coffee, and my mother probably gave it to her straight up because she was the baby. So all she had to do was twist her face sideways, and she got whatever she wanted. But yeah. But hey, so goes. We're all short too, Including
Out of the sisters, is she the tallest?
No, she's not the tallest.
Auntie Pam is?
I don't know which one. It's so little. It is so little. It's such a little difference between the height. And my height may be a little shorter because my knees are bad. I need knee replacements. I don't think I got any shorter though, because they measured me at 5 feet. But trust and believe. We are the little musketeers. Yes, we are. We are the Lilliputians. Yes, we are. But we pack a big punch. Trust and believe. Okay. Don't let the shortness fool you. Okay. What you said, your shortness has to do with genetics. Now, listen, man. I say coffee, and I stick to it. That's the story I'm sticking to. Okay. I have people in my family that are tall. Yes, I do. Somewhere out there. No, for real. My sons tower over me. Okay, be quiet, Jerome.
Auntie Tracy said, I beg your pardon, 5'2".
Oh, okay. She like my mother, always trying to add them couple of every little inch. I'm not talking about how long your hair is, sister. Okay, that'll make it like 6'12" or whatever. Okay, you can be 5'2", you can be all that. Don't matter. But the point is, we are a little compact bunch, but we are forced to be reckoned with, all three of us. So let it not get twisted, because good things do come in small packages, and powerful things come in compact size. Anyway, Jerome. Oh my goodness, this is like, it's just, I'm gonna turn it all the way up. Okay, because usually by now this pot is like going at it.
You got a lot of liquid though.
I know I got a lot of liquid. She's right. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna rinse off the top of these cans, because like I told you guys, we never know what's been walking on here. Never, ever take something out of a can and don't wash it. Casey ain't eating your food if you do. I'm just letting you know, because I'm coming to everybody's house for dinner, because I'm gonna see if y'all been sitting up here looking at this stuff all this time and you actually cook something. That's what I want to see. Okay, let me grab this and rinse it off. Okay, let me dry it. So tonight, guys, y'all don't want to miss the Love Rhythm recipe, because I'm doing that thing. So the topic is, does your partner rock your world? Now you stick that in your pipe and you smoke it. So I'm going to be cooking a budget-friendly, romantic, soul food meal in its honor. And if you go over to the community tab, you will see what it's going to be. I'm going to smother some delicious tender pork medallions. I will be having a spiced mashed sweet potato. Oh, it's going to be so lovely and buttery. And then we're going to bring up the rear. I'm doing a whole meal this time. I'm marketing a whole meal. And we're going to bring up the rear with some garlicky, buttered, balsamic, fresh string beans. Ooh, baby. And then we're going to have our strawberry spritzer, which will be our mocktail. And we're going to talk a little bit about, does your partner rock your world? Do they still rock your world? Why don't they rock your world? Hey, we're going to talk some grown folk stuff. So y'all come on over, 7:30. I did it at 7:30. That way I can get some rest, you can get some rest, and we can be cognizant, and we can get down into some business. How about that? All right. So I got this all dried off. And it's bubbling brown sugar. So let me turn it down. See, 9 was the magic number. See, I'm going to take it down to 5 so it can stop being angry with me, because it's all mad and stuff, all in its feelings. It's all in its feelings. So I'm going to take my little sprig. I'm going to take my entanglement here, right here, entanglement, my little thyme entanglement, and I'm going to take my rosemary, and I'm going to wrap them. And Rosemary said, "Oh no, get this thing off." Well, you're gonna have to live your life. I'm putting it in because I wanted to sit there right on top. Just dropped it before I put the cream of chicken and herb in. I've grown to love this because it really kind of steps up the flavor. You can use regular cream of chicken soup if you want to and just add your flavor. However, you can do this and be easy. Okay? Because it's all about, easy. Okay. Easy like Sunday morning. Okay. I swear, this girl been around here way too long. I see 9 people in my screen. I only see 7 likes. Oh, I see 9. Maybe my screen is stuck.
It probably is now because mine is a little.
Okay, anyway, do a sister a favor. Oh, yes, I see 10. Can I get 10 likes? Yes. I got 8 likes. Yes. There you go. Just press the button. It's okay. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Yes.
You can do this.
Okay, so it's on a 4. It's bubbling. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes. Let me check my rice and see what we're doing. Now you check this rice, and the way that you know the rice is ready is when you tilt the pot, you don't see any liquid. Okay, then you can be daring like me and take your finger and just lightly touch the top. If the rice does not stick to your finger, it's ready. So look at this. You see that? This is ready. No liquid. Perfect. So when I'm ready to incorporate it slowly into my lovely soup stock, it's going to be all that in a bag of peanuts, something, bag of chips, something. Okay, so in the meantime, beautiful assistant, if you could grab the cookie sheet, we can make our knots up, stick them in the oven, because we're going to be doing our thing soon. Yes, we are. I'm going to tidy up here. I don't know. My sister, I don't know, I was talking about the coffee stuff, and it really is, it's pertinent. I know Jerome is like, yeah, I know shortness is in your genes. Okay, but I like Sergio Valente. Okay, y'all don't know about that, do you? Anyway, and yeah, I do think that caffeine, okay, I have medical professionals in my family. Caffeine is really not a good thing for a child. Okay, it ain't really that good. Well, it has its benefits in some way. But like I said, when you're growing and you're developing, you really need to be mindful of what you put in yourself. And that's all I'm saying. I'm pro coffee all day long. Okay, but I come from a background, drink it when you can pay for it. How about that? I'm just being real. Drink it when you can pay for it, then you can drink all you want. But I won't be the mother that sends you a Starbucks gift certificate and you're a kid. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to put this stuff away, because soon we'll need to have this space to finish up our soup. So I'm just trying to get this out of the way. And I'll put that over here. Okay. And as you guys can see, let me turn this off. As you guys can see, my soup is doing a little dance, make a little love. It said it's getting ready. It said, yes, I'm ready to learn. Mm-hmm. Did you guys watch my short? I thought it was so cute. Okay, my short for this particular live. I'm doing little commercials to kind of drive some traffic here. I hope it works, because I really enjoy spending my time with you guys. And I'm telling you, if you come here, you won't be tired. You won't be bored. You'll be revved up, and you'll get some vitamin. I'm still with the I Love Lucy stuff. I can't get it out of my mind. So I want you to be part of the group of happy, pappy people that come here and watch this stuff. Yes. Anywho. Okay, great. So I'm going to get some, we're going to do some little garlicky, rosemary, some kind of herby little knots to go with.
One should be good, right?
Well, it depends on how hungry you are.
I'm eating soup mostly.
Okay, yeah, well, you can do one. She's trying to act like she don't want the bread.
I want the bread, but I want that soup.
Okay, well, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do, yeah. So,
actually, maybe
do two. We're going to do two. We're going to use that crescent roll sheet dough stuff, and then we're going to twirl around our finger. We're going to stick it in here. Let me do this. That's what I was trying to do, put the oven on 375. Yep. Okay, start. Okay, so we'll heat that up. That's nice. And guess what? I haven't told you guys in a while. Beautiful assistant has not been putting my rack in the wrong place. So every time I go in the oven now, it's where it's supposed to be. She been trying to be good and remember and all the stuff like that. It's like, yeah. It only took forever. All right, so we've had our rosemary and our thyme in there doing their thing. Let me check it with a different spoon. Now, if you notice, I'm using a different spoon. Why? Because the wooden spatula had that raw chicken on it, so it's sitting to the side. We don't want to cross-contaminate, ever. Okay? So let me pull this up and put this over here. And let's see what's happening to our rosemary. Now, some people will take this just like this, y'all, and they will eat this soup loose like this. Okay, but see, I'm looking for a creamy soup. So like I told y'all, I just wanted this to sit in here for a few minutes just to be fragrant. So now I'm taking them out. So if you can see right here, I'm taking them out. I'm gonna set them over here on this little cup here. Get all that out because I don't want those stems in there. I don't know. Sometimes, and I used to wonder when I would get like oxtails or Jamaican food, and I see these little stems in there, and I wonder what they were, but now I know what they are. It's the fact that they put it in there and they didn't take them out. So, nah, I don't want to eat that. So that's just me. It's not gonna hurt you, but hey. You know, for me, it's all about the aesthetics. Okay, so I got them out, and I got them out in time. You know what I'm saying? Because you let them stay in there too long, they start falling apart, and then you can't get them out. So that's the thing.
We have 10 likes. Thank you all.
Thank you, y'all. Y'all are the sweetest hangover. I don't wanna get over.
You know what? You got two thumbs up from Jerome for that short.
Oh, did you like it? Did you like it? I thought it was so cute.
Yes, sir.
It was so cute. And it really is cute, really. I said, I'm going to quit this stuff. I'm going to be an advertiser. I love it. It's so cute. It really is. Jerome said, last week Jerome said my short was X-rated. It was not.
Oh, no.
This is a clean show. I just like to we grown folks. I just like to make little funnies and stuff like that and little parodies. I'm a baby boomer. I come from the world of metaphors, bottom line. So, you have to think about it. I want you to think. Think what you want, but I want you to think. So let me put this on here. This is going to keep boiling. I'm going to get over here and pull this dough out here and show beautiful assistant how to twirl these. Because I'm trying to, if you notice, I'm trying to avoid doing a whole lot of hand washing today. And I'll tell you why. See, there's a curse to being OCD, or obviously clean diva. Yeah, obviously clean diva has jacked her hands up. I don't know if you can see. I got little veins that are coming down here and a little dark patch here. And I'm like, what the heck? I don't know what's going on with me. Because I looked on, camera, like, okay, my hands, what's going on? And this stuff is crawling up. So I go to the dermatologist this week. And I'm like, oh, please. I hope I don't have nothing that I can't get rid of. And she looks at me and she giggles. She said, you have an allergic reaction. She said, what you wash your hands with? And how often do you do it? Well, y'all see me every 5 minutes. I'm over there at the sink washing my hands with what? Dawn dishwashing detergent, thinking antibacterial. Yeah, but it also removes oil. I'm thinking in my mind, okay, if they put it on the little birds, it got to be gentle. But they're getting oil off the little birds. So I have taken the oil out of my skin. So now I got to use this steroid ointment, to replenish the oil, and then it'll go away. But I say this to say, okay, this girlfriend gonna be wearing gloves washing dishes from now on. I can't use scented soap. I gotta use a certain kind. I have to be careful because, yeah, I'm sitting up here acting like my skin is made out of metal, and I guess it's not. So that's what that's about. I know TMI, but y'all my family. I tell y'all everything. Anyway, so let me go over here. And if y'all hear noise, that's because my son is over here replenishing his fluids. He's replenishing his fluid, and which is good because he don't like to drink water. He thinks water is the enemy. Around here asking me, what did he say to me? Asking me about the water supply and where the water supply comes from. And I'm like, yo, man, these people in the desert don't care where it comes from. Okay, so let me open this up.
You can never be too sick.
Yeah, whatever. You drink that water.
You go from dehydration to dysentery. You don't want that.
Okay, let me see. I'm trying, because see, this is cold. We let this sit out here and get cold. We can't.
What?
The dough, it's getting hot. The dough is getting hot.
Okay.
So it's going to be hard to cut. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be a thing for us to cut this stuff. So we need another piece of foil or something to put this on so it can be cut, so they can be
Why don't
twirled.
you just put it on the cutting board?
Okay, because I'm trying not to have to make a whole lot of mess.
That's
one
It's one dish.
Okay, yeah, you say that now, so it's time for cleanup.
Yeah, well, then I'll remember that I asked for this.
Y'all heard her, right?
I suggested this dish to
Mhm.
everyone. So everyone wants.
Okay, and this needs to be down here, it needs to be
Oh,
stuck.
okay. Okay, stop pointing.
Okay, it's stuck. Okay, because I like to do this dough when it's cold. I'm just gonna be totally honest.
Alright, where's
When
the
it's colder. Okay.
Are you gonna use a little? Oh well, use this.
Yeah.
Use this.
First of all, I'm gonna cut it. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this, and it's not gonna be pretty pieces because we're just gonna ring this around our hands, and yeah, so and that. Okay, and I probably will need another one. Another can. But this needs to be neater on here and flat, or it's gonna move.
It was neat and flat.
Man, it's sticking up on the edges.
Unmessed it.
Okay, it's sticking up on the edges. Okay, stick that over there. And let me wipe this off the counter. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Beautiful Assistant, I just need Beautiful Assistant. All I did was I took a can of this dough, the crescent roll dough, and let me get this other one in here while you let it stay chill while you're doing that. And I just cut it, and I'll show you how to roll it, but it's not a big deal. I just cut it into some pieces. She's gonna cover it with the herb butter, and then we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna roll it and then cover it, pop it in the oven, and it'll be ready for our soup. Okay. So let me get over here, and I'm gonna start putting the rest of the pieces of the soup together.
Do you have any particular way that I need to roll it or just roll it?
No, I'll roll it. I'm gonna show you how to roll it. It's very simple. Okay. It don't look pretty when you roll it, but it sure as heck gonna taste good. Okay. So I'm gonna take my first can of the cream of chicken and herb soup, and I'm going to incorporate. Could you pass me the cream, heavy whipping cream? I'm going to put it in slowly, and the reason why I'm going to do that because I may not use them all. So you, like I say, you can add, but you can't extract. So let me get another plastic knife. See, I find things to do with these plastic knives right here. So let me take the top off and put it over here. Look, there you go. And I need a paper towel because I got a little bit of condensation on here.
Okay, I'll be back when you're ready for it.
Okay. I'll just get that off of there, off my stove top. And I'm going to take a can of this and I'm going to dump it in. Just like that. And we'll see how thick it can get. Because mind you, I'm going to put the cream in here, a little bit of heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to put a little bit more butter. And all of those things are what we call emulsifiers, thickening agents. Now, some people will put flour in their soup to thicken it. I ain't trying to do all that. I don't want to have to do that. So with this cream of chicken soup, of course, you're going to have to stir it and kind of press it against the sides of your pot. Because, it's not just going to go in here and just be creamy. It'll be maybe a little lumpy. You don't know. You want to make sure you break it up. So I'm just kind of pressing it along the sides. Or if you want to get fancy, you take it, you put it in a little bowl, and you stir it up real smooth, and then it'll go in smooth. I'm trying to go the quick way, y'all. So this is what I'm doing. And so that was definitely not enough. Because I got all of this water, all this liquid, rather, all this stock. So, and like I said, at this point, this is bona fide just regular soup. Okay, it's very seasoned. It is loose, though, and I don't want it to be loose. I want it to be thick. So, in order to achieve that dynamic, see, I haven't used that word in a while, dynamic, I am going to put some more of it in here. And what I'm going to do is, let's see, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be smart. I'm going to get a bowl, and I'm going to put all of it in there. I'm going to mix my cream in it, and then I'm going to pour it in. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, the Beautiful Assistant is sitting over here letting my dough get cold. Okay, I need a bowl. Let's see what I got. All right, because there's a lot of stuff up here now, and I can't really get to it. It's not clear. Time to purge my cabinets, y'all. I'm talking to the Bueller assistants people over there. Time to purge my cabinets. It's like way too much stuff up in here, and I'm short, and it's jumping out at me.
What happened?
Okay, now I got it. All right, so
You found it? I got it. Go ahead.
okay, so no, what I was telling everybody, I'm going to put my cream of chicken soup inside this bowl, and then I'm going to mix it with the cream, and that way I can get all the lumps out. You know, it'll be a little bit more smooth, and I don't have to do all that extra stirring. So that's what I'm saying. But I need to you need to get that that bread buttered because it's going to be so soft. We're not going to be able to roll it.
Oh, okay. Maybe I should have had this softer.
Yeah, because that's gonna because that bread is really soft. Usually I stick it in the refrigerator, in the freezer. Okay, so I'm gonna be using 3 cans of this, y'all. I think I got 4. I may end up using 4 because I want this to be very creamy, but not too thick. You know, just in between. I'm gonna use this one and that one. Because as I said, I want a lot of this soup. I'm being greedy now because I'm thinking soup next week sometime. Yes, I am. And see, I'll eat soup for breakfast. I sure will. There's no time that I won't eat some soup. It just gives you that warm feeling on the inside. I mean, for me. I don't know about anybody else. But I don't like just any soup. I only like the soup that I cook. Go figure. Okay. I only like the soup that I cook. If I don't cook it, I'm not canned soup stuff. I'm not that chick. Okay. So stirring. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup to these 2 cans of heavy whipping cream. Get that in there. And stir that around. Kind of loosen it up a bit so it can get in there. And it'll re-thicken. And of course, I'm stirring this with a knife, y'all. You know I need to use something else. That's just my oven finally saying it's ready. I put it on the regular setting instead of the quick preheat rather. Okay, I'm putting a little bit more of the cream in there, and I'm going to get a fork so I can break this up and stop playing with this little plastic knife. Because it said, hey, plastic knives ain't made for stirring. I know I try to make everything do what I want it to do. And see, just like that. And see, that you got to be very, very mindful when you're doing with cream, because cream will thicken up real quick on you. But see, it's thickened up on me just like that. So that's a good sign because this will go good in my soup. I'm going to put some more in there. So another 1/4 cup because it's really thickening up the cream of chicken soup in here. And I wanted to loosen it a little so I can get it inside my soup stock. Okay. And let me stop shaking, y'all. I notice when I'm doing this and I'm on this table, I'm shaking y'all. And I don't want to shake you and make you all dizzy and whatever. Okay, so.
Oh, butter? Now what?
Okay, you want to butter it. So let me show you guys. Let me get this off my hands. So I will have to wash my hands when I finish this because, yeah, it's going to be messy. Okay, yeah, so if you can get rid of that stuff, I'm going to turn you over to here and hopefully you can see. So I'm going to take a piece of this and just like that, and you can make them smaller if you want, but I take my finger and I kind of pinch it and I roll this around my finger and twist and roll and twist and roll and twist and roll just like that. No big deal. Then I take my finger out. Usually you want to have it a little bit colder and then you kind of pull it like this. This is what you'll end up with. Now you stick it on your cookie sheet, on your parchment paper, and you butter them. Okay, so you want to do another one?
Okay.
I can do a big one. Okay, and so these are pretty big. Usually I make them smaller. So I'm gonna pinch this. I'm taking it. I'm putting it around my index finger. Roll and twist. Roll and twist. Roll and twist. Roll and twist. It's not a perfect science, but it'll look perfect when you finish. And so then you just kind of pull it down like that. This was going to be a big one. And you stick that over there. Okay. So you don't have you making it harder than it has to be.
Well, no.
All you gotta do is just pinch it.
Right?
Look. Nope. Look. See, pinch.
I pinched.
Roll. And as you roll, you're holding that just like that, just like that, just like that, just like that, just like that. And then you take it and you do like that. And it's kind of like a little rolls.
The only thing I didn't do was
but you look like you struggled.
I was just trying to get it off my finger.
Okay, so now I gotta clean my hands. So let me wash my hands. Beautiful sister will finish making those little knots. Okay, and I will not use the darn dishwashing detergent, y'all. I'm going to use some soft soap.
And put more butter on top, right?
Yeah, and then you brush it with the butter.
Okay.
And that's it. Okay. If you want, you can sprinkle a few little herbs on there if you want, some parsley or something if you want, but you don't have to.
Okay.
Okay, may I have a paper towel to dry my hands? Thank you very much. Okay, and let me finish over here. Let me turn it. So it's very simple. And it's a nice little touch. You can do that. You can do biscuits if you want to. Nice little touch to go with your soup. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like right here. When you mix up the cream and the heavy cream and the cream of chicken soup with herbs. So let me get that in here. Okay. And mind you, this is only because I have such a big pot of soup. If you're making a smaller amount, you don't have to go through all of this. You make less. You put less fluid in. But I already know that I want to have this 3 days from now or 5 days from now. Put it in the freezer because it holds up really well. Here, let's get this over here. And let me stir this in because now I got a big old hunk of burning love in here. And I need to stir it in. And then I'm going to let this cook down some. Let it reduce, And then we should have the consistency that we want. Because mind you, I still got to put the rice in. So the rice is also, the starch from the rice is also going to form a thickening agent. So it's a lot of different layers and dynamics here.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding. Dog shit. Yeah, I know she was going to say so. I've been trying not to say that word. Okay. The secret word. The secret word. But it just works so well. Okay, so I'm stirring. And this will break itself up sooner or later. Okay. But like I said, the fragrance that's coming off this is, you can't beat it with a stick. You really can't. So many herbs, so much flavor, so much seasoning. And like I said, if you cook it slow and low, it is going to be everything that you ever thought that it would be. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to let it cook for about 2 minutes and try to reduce it just a little bit. Because like I said, I still got to put the rice in. Okay. And yeah. All right. Get this mess up over here because this is driving me insane. Okay, let me get this up and I will let that cook for about 2 minutes. I'm going to cover it. Excuse me, please, beautiful assistant. I just want to get this stuff in the garbage. And get this over here. Okay. And turn some water on. So I don't have a hard time cleaning this stuff because I gotta cook after I finish with this y'all and start for the love rhythm recipe. And that's gonna be some serious cooking. I ain't even playing. That's gonna be some serious. I'm gonna put the rest of this cream in here so I don't have to put it in the refrigerator because it literally is like a half a teaspoonful.
Is that the second one or the first one?
This is the first one. I haven't done the second one yet because I don't think I'm gonna need it.
Okay.
But always Okay, I'm going to put the top on, and then I'm going to talk to you. Okay, and I'm going to bring the heat up on this because I want this to start reducing a little, and I got enough liquid in here for that to happen. I'm going to pump up the volume. I'm going to take it up to a medium on a 7. Let me get my other little thing. And I don't know why I'm seeing. Oh, I know why. I'm like, here, why am I seeing water over here? Because remember, I took the top off and it had the condensation. So that's what it was. I'm like, why am I seeing water? Well, when I put it over here in my little stand, the water was on the top, and I'm like, okay, I shouldn't be seeing that. Don't want to see that. Okay, let me get my fork out of here because I want to fluff my rice. And so this is what I do to fluff my rice. Okay, dry that off. And so I take the rice, guys, after I let it sit for a moment or so. And you can do this, like I said, you can do this with you can make yellow rice, you can make cilantro lime rice, you can do a whole lot of stuff. So like I said, you see it's like this. Okay, it smells good too. And this is jasmine rice. So then I take it and I just kind of I'm very careful because this is a metal fork and I don't want to scrape the inside of my pot. But do you see how fluffy this rice is? This is instant rice. Do you see how fluffy this is? Okay. Very, very fluffy. It's going to go very good inside the soup. So there you go. Put that over here. I'm bringing it to a boil. And like I said, I'm going to give it, let me do a timer. I'm going to do 2 minutes on a high boil. And then I'm going to incorporate our rice. I'm going to have beautiful assistant taste it. Make sure that it's where I need it to be. Drop a little squirt of Splenda in there. And when these little buns get ready, if she ever get them in the oven, okay. I'm just finishing the butter on top. We will plate this puppy up. Okay. Get that off of there. Dry this up. All right. Yeah, it's boiling nicely. So that's exactly what I need to see. All right. And see, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it scorching. I'm not worried about any of that because, like I said, there's so much fluid in there. And Corey, if you can help me get my lovely people back over here, it'd be wonderful. Matter of fact, I got it. Look at me, all independent like. Hey, what can you say? All independent like.
You got it.
Hey. Okay, let me get my chair, y'all. Put you over here. Close up my pantry so we can sit down. Okay, beautiful assistants, getting that in the oven. Over here. And so, since I have both of my sisters in this chat today, I have 3 of my sisters, my sister-in-law, my 2 sisters, and my little one, really, especially, she can tell you stories about my concoctions, and they had to be she and my brother, is that my coffee? Mm-hmm. She and my brother had to be the little stunt dummies, okay, to all of my culinary delights. However, I have found that she says, yes, Deb, you have a question. What's up? I don't know how long they've been sitting there, but what's your question, Deb? And I'll wait for a response. Over the years, she has told me that my concoctions were wonderful, and it wasn't indentured servitude. And oh my goodness! You said, why do you feel like you're back at work now? I don't know. Why do you? Okay, should I was the rice? I'm not quite sure what you're saying.
Wash the rice?
Oh, should you wash the rice? No, this is instant rice. You don't have to do all of that. That's what I'm saying. This is for them days where you trying to hurry it up, get it going. It's not starchy. It's not any of that stuff. So you don't have to do any of that stuff. This rice is really kind of pre-cooked, and that's why it's instant. But what I found is when you use the recipe, it's hard. It's not, rice is supposed to be firm. It's to an extent, but not crunchy, and so that has been a lot of people's complaints with instant rice or with brown rice. Honey, I can show you how to make some brown rice, and you'll never want to go back to white rice. However, no, you don't have to wash that. This is easy. And why do you feel like you back at work, Jerome? Because you're not doing nothing here either. What'd you say? It was a response to Deb left. Oh, okay. All right, because I'm getting all up in your stuff. Honey.
Because you're just as funny here.
Yeah, I know I'm just as funny here as I am everywhere else. Okay, I got you. However, back to my sister and brother. So they used to eat all this stuff. And I can't tell you all the stuff that I really did. I put a lot of things together. The challenge. Okay, I did the challenge. Where were you? I checked. What did you cook this week, Mr. Neal? I'm waiting. Did anybody in this chat cook something at home? That's what I need to know.
Well, he cooked with us.
I know he are. Don't be giving no excuses.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
beautiful assistant over here co-signing for you. She's talking about he cooked his hamburger. Yeah, he sure did. He told me he cooked 2 of them. So the next day he had one too and went into a coma.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I guess that does count, Jerome. It counts. Jerome made that beautiful breakfast burger that I had last week. He made 2 of them, guys. So go back and check out that video. Okay, that live, because you can rewatch these lives. I don't think people understand that you can always go back and look at these lives. You are not regimented to coming in at 10:30. I enjoy, or 10:30-ish, I ain't never on time, but I enjoy having this dialogue with y'all because it's like y'all up here in this kitchen with me. However, if you don't have the time to do it, then you rewatch it because there's so much information here. I have so much more to show you. I have so much live to show you. Yes, I do. And I do it twice a day. Yes, I do, in different genres. However, this is wonderful to have you here. And like I said, I've seen lives and they don't kind of conduct themselves like this, so have a little fun. Come on over. Come on. Or how to say, welcome to the neighborhood. Yeah. Because y'all see, hey, it's never a dull moment here. Never a dull moment here.
Okay, side note, Jerome, I vouched for you. So that means you can't come for me now.
Jerome, she said she vouched for you in the challenge, so you can't come for her now on the website. No. Okay. Get her, Jerome. Get her. Okay. She messing with my money. Okay. Get her. Yes. Ooh, let me check the soup. Because that soup over there going shake, rattle, and roll. Let me go over here and look. And I smell it.
Yes. It
smells okay, let me turn it down. I'm turning it down, y'all. 2 or 3, because it was doing this little. I'm scared to take the top off. Okay, I'm gonna tint it a little, because I want this to reduce some. I really do. There's a lot of liquid here, and I'm gonna put my rice in. So let me show you guys, and it's easy. You just incorporate the rice. It's not hard. Okay, let me see if y'all got a good view because I don't want to move the table back over here. So can you guys see? You said you made a chili with rice this week. Good job. I need pictures. When you make this stuff, Jerome, you know how to send me a picture. Okay, I need pictures of y'all stuff. I need to realize that I'm making a difference here. If you're not cooking it, hey. What you say, Deb?
You're beautiful.
You cook lamb chops. Okay, I need pictures, Deb.
You heard me?
Huh?
Your beautiful creations will forever be immortalized.
Yes, your beautiful creations will forever be immortalized. Everybody will know that you got the juice. Okay,
The short juice.
got the juice. Okay, so I'm gonna put the rice in.
She was calling the coffee short juice earlier. So
Okay.
she said I got the juice.
Okay, so let me get it in. Let me be careful and not be reckless because it's so loose. See, this is what I'm saying. It's popping out of here. It's so loose. This rice is so loose. It's not stuck together. It's individual. And I just made a mess over here because it's so loose. I didn't know it was going to drop like that. Wow. And just like I said, wow. Just like I said, as soon as you put that rice in there, the whole dynamic of the soup changes.
He said, while I'm watching you cook today, I made egg salad.
You child, see, look at that.
Oh, Deacon already did his 3.
You did your 3.
Shoot.
I'm gonna put all this rice in here, y'all, because I got enough fluid.
I hope you got some like accounts of how much you spent on everything. So
Yeah, is this saving you some money, Jerome? That's the thing, the biggest thing. Is it saving you? Are you normally the person? But see, I think Jerome cooks anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for that person who will default to eating out or calling Uber Eats because they're tired or they don't have time, you know. And like I said, back when I was a kid, I'll be totally honest, shoot, eating out like that, please, I can't even remember how many times we actually ate at McDonald's or something like that. And it was really good back then. You know, it wasn't half done. It was really good, but it was like, you know, it was a treat. Not because we couldn't do it, but because that just wasn't how people carried things then. They cooked. You know, and so we've gotten so far away from that and we leave everything in the hands of other people. You know, and so you need to stop leaving things every day. You have to have, it's a whole lot of things we can't control around here. Okay, but we can control some stuff. Let me break up my rice. There you go. And see, this is what I wanted. I don't want, you know, soupy soup where I can see through it. I don't want it like I got a gravy. I wanted it right in between. And that is what I'm getting. And this is working out fine. Just got to make sure that I am breaking up my rice in here. Okay, that smells, I don't know what I'm smelling, but whatever I'm smelling smells good. And so what I'm going to do is, I said I'm going to do some more butter. I'm going to take this herb butter, y'all, and I'm going to put it up in here.
Okay, you take a peek at the little buns in there?
Oh, no, they're just smashing. They're not even ready now.
No, I don't think they're ready, but how good are we? Like brown?
They're melting. They're not brown. The butter is melting. They should be brown in about a minute or so.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to take some of this herb butter, y'all, and put it up in here. That's going to be good. Okay, yeah. Just like that. I'm taking all of that.
Okay.
I'm taking all of it, y'all. Every little bit. Every little step I take, you will be there. Yeah, I'm taking it. I'm putting it all. Oh man, the shepherds.
Garlic nuts.
This is gonna be a winner. This is one of them, Jerome, you eat this and you want to roll over, take about 2-3 hours nap. Yeah. That's a good one. Wow. Now, I'm gonna have beautiful sister come over here and do a little taste because I want to put a couple other things in here and I want her to tell me what she thinks.
Yep.
And she's eager to do so.
Yep.
Okay, and I want you to get a regular a tablespoon because, like I said, it is soup. Okay, so keep that over there. Tell me what you think. Tell me something good. Tell me that you like it, yeah.
Let that warm your soul.
Okay. Tell me something good. Oh, baby, 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 baby.
That's delicious.
Okay, do I need
Yeah.
anything?
You don't need anything. I would just add just the tiniest pinch of salt. Just
Okay.
slightly.
Just a little bit, just a touch of salt, she
But
said.
it's perfect.
You know, it's perfect.
It's creamy.
The seasoning.
It's so good.
Okay, so we're going to do just a little bit of
texture.
salt.
It's silky, it's smooth.
And what do you think about a little more pepper?
A little more pepper would be good.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little more pepper. And that's why I said I wanted to save that, the pepper, because I know this pepper can be intense. This pepper can be intense. I'm just going to put a little more pepper. Okay. And then I'm going to do a little pinch of salt, like beautiful assistant said. Okay, so just a sprinkle, like that. Okay. Because as I told you guys, you can go light on your salt. You don't overdo it, but you do need sodium in your diet, as well as potassium. And then I'm going to do what I always do best. Casey's on there. This is optional. You do not have to put more season your all-purpose seasoning, and then I'm hit it with just one squirt of my Splenda. There you go. Then she's going to come back and taste it again, and I can guarantee you it probably will be better. It'll take it to the next tier, and if it doesn't, she's going to lie and tell me anyway. No, she's not going to lie. They tell the truth. They really do tell the truth. That's why I be worried sometimes. I'm like, ooh, okay, they make.
And all my goofy antics and stuff are 100% authentic responses.
Yeah, when she be tripping up there and throwing her head back and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah,
that be legit.
She's being a real girl then.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Okay, try it again.
Look.
Yeah, look at. She's gonna look at her little buns. Okay, so she's gonna flip them around. We almost ready to plate up, y'all. Corey, the new plates, the new bowls. Let's get that. I got me some. I'm gonna show y'all my Dollar Tree buys. Them bowls are fierce. I'm gonna show y'all my Dollar Tree buys.
Those ones, they look pretty.
Aren't they beautiful? Go, yes. Yeah. Are they have the same? Okay, let me show them. Look at this. Can you believe 50 cents? 50 cents.
Yes, sir.
50 cents for each one of these. I got service for 8. I got 8 of these, 8 of the little saucer plates, little cake plates. Oh, she said, I'm over here she's telling me how good it is. I got dinner plates. I got coffee cups for $25. Dollar Tree.
And then our little biscuits.
Okay.
Thingy should be done shortly.
Oh, thank you. Oh, well, no, just put it right here because I gotta throw this away. I need a ladle too. If you can grab me a ladle.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because we about ready to plate this puppy up, y'all. Okay, let me throw this over here. Not throw it, but push it over here.
Quietly now.
Quietly.
Don't you love it? It's great.
Quiet. So I'm gonna tell y'all, because if you ever get one of these tables and I didn't spend that much money on this table. I spent like $150 on this table. Okay. But it didn't come with wheels. So of course we went and bought wheels and the wheels didn't fit. So that was another $10, $15 I wasted. So we decided, well, my other daughter said something about felt, but we were worried about the felt moving. So beautiful assistant cut some pieces of felt this morning and she put it on the bottom of the legs of the table. And she with rubber bands so they would stay. So as we're moving it around the kitchen, it's sliding, it's not messing up my floors, and it's not making all that horrid noise that it was making before. I tell you, ingenuity. When one door opens, another one closes. If there's a crack, we're gonna find it. I call me and my family the ants. I don't care how clean your house is. I don't care how secure it is. You're going to find at least one ant at some point. Why? Because he's going to get on the hem of your pants and try to get up in your house. Okay, I am that aunt. I don't care what barriers in front of me. I am going to find a way in or out of it. Yes, I am, and I'm gonna try to do it on the cheap.
Hey,
Okay, so
these are nice and brown. Do you
Okay,
think we should brown them
perfect.
a little more?
let me see. Oh, those are good. And then whatever little bit of that butter we have left on it, put it on there, and then cover it with some foil. Yeah, take them out. Those are perfect. Okay, let's get our parsley ready.
Get some small plates out as well.
You can just hold it in your hand, I guess. You want to put it on a bowl? Yeah, put it on the side of the bowl if you want to. Yeah, yeah. We ain't trying to make no whole bunch of mess here. Okay, so guys, I have my ladle. Let me turn this
These
off.
ones are the ones that I kind of made up my own.
Okay, well that's beautiful.
Isn't it pretty?
Yes, go show them how. Go show them how beautiful your
Look
stuff
how
is.
pretty my, I don't even know, thingy is.
How pretty her thingy is. Yes.
It came out nice and I don't even know what shape, but it's pretty. And I'm proud of it. So I'm sure.
Okay, so we can call my grill master down, but this ain't gonna take no. Oh, she's gonna put some butter on here. Okay, we can take that over there.
Okay.
She's gonna hit these little whatever they are, little cute little bready things that we're eating, and she's gonna put the rest of the herb butter on them, and she's gonna cover it with some foil. When you do that and let it rest a minute, they're so crispy on the outside, but so fluffy on the inside.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what? I'd like another plastic.
Okay, but we gotta get grill master.
Right.
I can go get
And it's just lightly, just a light little touch.
Yep.
A little touch, light little touch of butter. And let me clean this up. I'm cleaning up the soup, guys. I can't wait. Now you know I'm only gonna eat a little bit, but I still can't wait.
Like all that first scoop.
I can't wait, but I'm gonna taste this. Yes. Hey Pam, my sister. You said you are the yes, she is my oldest sister. Okay, but she the youngest out of everybody because Lord have mercy, that lady knows she can go. She can go places. She is a busy woman. See, I'm the homebody, straight up. I like to be here with y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna spoon that up. Just like that. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. Okay, so try to get that in there like that. You want a lot or a little, Corey?
I would say just start me off a little bit first.
Okay.
Looks and smells good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smells good down here.
Yeah. Give me a paper towel from over there, Corey.
Yes, ma'am.
You know it's gonna be good.
I should put it in a smaller bowl because I know y'all gonna eat more in here.
I'll nibble on mine for the next 2 hours. Yes, I will. Have long.
Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of parsley in here. Can I get one of those little biscuit things
Yes.
for him? I'm gonna get you a spoon.
Smelling good down here in chef quarters.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's not hot, so there you go. Take that.
Thank you.
Okay, show them your soup. This is hot.
I'll do my best to show them the soup. So it's soup, you guys. So I'm gonna have to tilt the camera down a bit. You see that? Looks good.
That looks good.
And if you see these, are these garlic knots?
They are garlicky, herby knot things.
Croissant nuts.
Croissant knots.
Not
They're
Cr-
called
Croissants. They're called croissants.
croissants.
They're calling them croissants.
Well,
Well, go ahead and try it. Very tasty.
Yeah.
Very buttery.
Very buttery.
Yes.
Butter
Let me
big
get my
time.
three there.
Better be. All right, hold on.
Put it down somewhere.
Okay, yeah. He with a napkin. He wanted to get a plate for it. I'm like, okay, let's not mess up a plate. Put it inside there. Here you go.
I got it.
Here, so yeah. He's getting yeah. So you're still talking to them and
Yes,
telling
yes,
them?
I am.
Okay.
Now, as for the soup, it's very aromatic. It looks good. Now I'm getting ready to taste.
Hold on, before you taste it, look at this one. This one came out even
Whoa,
better.
whoa.
Look, it has like the garlic butter on it. Okay, I'm out the way. I'm sorry.
Okay, give it to you, Father.
I ain't.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay,
With
y'all.
glasses.
So this is what I guess you can see. I hope the inside of that soup is steaming. I'm giving this to my loving grill master over here. He's going to tell you what he thinks. You're welcome.
Mm. Oh man, that is good.
Okay, he's still talking.
Ooh,
Wow.
balanced flavor. It's so good. Like everything, like the textures of the meat and everything. Oh my goodness, it is delicious.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh,
Whew. Oh my goodness. So the rice itself, it's not mushy. It's
Perfectly textured.
It's perfectly textured for this soup, and it is just so
That's awesome.
good.
That is so good.
And then you get like a little burst
that's
of
a warm the
these-
cockles of your heart.
Oh,
Oh my God.
It has these beautiful little chunks of meat. Like it's the perfect size. You can get a bite of meat in pretty much every bite of soup you get. Oh,
I want to give a shout out to the person that took the time and made these little knots here. This very creative. Wow.
Yay!
Wow.
I'm happy.
Now this soup is a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, this is the perfect soup for this time of year. Like this is my favorite time of year. I love
time
fall.
of year because I mean, even in the summertime, you
Because it's not super. It's
have a
not
nice
super
salad.
heavy.
That is so
It's
good,
not
baby.
super heavy.
Yeah.
But the
it is
reason
rather
why
light.
I say it's good for this time of year because it's so warm and cozy. It just warms you from the inside out, and you need that when it's really cold out.
Oh yeah.
Like
We gotta make this a staple for the winter. I mean,
This soup right here.
oh,
This soup right here didn't even. This big pot of soup didn't even cost me $20, literally. And I'm gonna get more meals out of this.
we can make more of that and just put it in deep freeze and
That's
have it on the ready.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
and the best part, I feel like you could put any vegetables that you personally
Oh
like.
yeah, you can put more vegetables in it.
Mm.
You can even take chop up some spinach and put it in there.
Broccoli.
It's a lot broccoli.
Anything.
You
If
can
you
make
wanna
it
take
all
it,
veggie.
broccoli. You can take some diced cheese and melt it over it.
Oh
Yeah.
man, you just took it to another level.
So it's a lot of things you can do with this. You know, you can dress it up or let it stay down. Let me get one of these little knots and then I'll tell you what I think. And I'm gonna get one of the artistic knots over here. One of the ones that decided to be artistic.
Oh, well. And look to the left.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the gangsterine knot, y'all. Oh, thank you, 10 for 10, and I got one more person in there. Please hit that like button so I can have 11. I really appreciate you. Yes, I do. I want you guys to try this recipe. It is not hard. This is easy, and if your meat is already cooked, it's even easier. You know what I'm saying? So you good. Let me see.
This is good.
They can't even stop eating. Okay.
What kind of crescent roll?
That is crescent roll dough. So what we did was we seasoned up our butter. We sliced it. We put the butter on it, and then we twirled it around our finger, and we did that.
And I know people know what crescent rolls are. Crescent rolls are, nice and sweet. Like,
Yeah,
right.
this is. I'm gonna try this soup, guys. Okay, there you go. Still hot, so I'm gonna have to blow it, and then I will tell you what I think of it all. Yes, I will. So let's see. I've been craving some soup. I really have. Now, see, what I really want to do is go get that bottle of hot sauce and put some over in there, and
that works.
that'll really do it for me. Right? I'll do that later. Let's see.
That's an idea. I might have to grab that.
Yeah, grab the hot sauce, Corey. See, that's just the southern in me. I got some hot sauce on it.
This is good.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna tell you, if you're feeling sick, give them this. They say chicken soup makes it all right here, y'all. Oh, this is so good. Let me taste this again. Oh my god. I don't even want no hot sauce. This is like, it's so buttery. Every herb, every bit of the seasoning, this. I don't know what to say. I have no words for this. This is really good. To the fact that I'm gonna eat all this.
I just like a little heat in mine.
Yeah, he likes heat in his, but you can put some cayenne pepper over in it too. Oh, this is so good. That was hot. Oh my goodness.
Did you say that was hot?
Oh my goodness. It's like when things are hot, but it's so good that you don't want to wait. Do this, y'all. This is a budget-friendly, delicious bowl of soup. You can dress it up, dress it down, make it sideways, whatever. Okay? This deserves, you are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Woo, soup. Yes. Yeah, everything I hope for. Hey, I told y'all. What did I tell y'all? It's all that you need to get by. Watch the short. It's for real. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. It was so much fun. It really was. I was looking forward to this doggone soup. Oh, I'm going to do this. I have some hours between the Love Rhythm Recipe, 7:30. Don't you forget, be there, be square. You don't want to miss this. Is your partner still rocking your world? Or ever rocked your world?
Oh, boy.
We're going to find out. Along with some delicious smothered pork medallions.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, baby. It's going to be hot.
So,
come on over here, 7:30. Do that thing. In the meantime, I'm going to be getting stuff ready. I'm going to eat this. And if you like this video, hit that like button like you did. Thank you. Thank you, Jerome, for your donations. Thank you, family, for coming in here and supporting me each and every time. If you're already subscribed, hey, turn on your notifications because y'all know I got all this stuff I want to show y'all. And if you're not subscribed, you know what you need to do. Subscribe. And until next time, you know what I wish you? I wish you love, peace, and what, y'all? Some great weekend eats. See you next time. Bye-bye.